Good day and welcome to this week's edition of the Superintendent's Blog. This is Ross Renfro, Superintendent for the Johnston County Public Schools. We are in the midst of March Madness. Duke goes down to defeat last night. Carolina squeaks out a close one, and NC State has a new coach. So all is alive and well in the basketball world, but what we want to talk to you today is give you an update about our Board of Education meeting last week. So a couple of highlights from that meeting. A reminder, we announced last week and have been working with all of our high school principals. This week we start our tour of kitchen table conversations. Tonight we'll be up at Corinth Holders High School working with folks in that feeder pattern, and then tomorrow night we'll be over at North Johnston High School working with the schools in that feeder pattern. So if you have not heard about it, we'll be meeting with PTA, Advisory Council, Booster Club presidents, school improvement team chair people, and administration to get input on how we can improve our Johnston County public school system. So looking forward to seeing you tonight at 6:30 and tomorrow night at 6:30. And we'll play this out over the next several weeks until we make our tour of all 8 schools, and then a summit to share out the information that you have provided for us at the end of the school year. So looking forward to that opportunity as we continue on this annual tradition. Last week, our Board of Education decided that South Smithfield and West Smithfield elementary schools would transition away from the enhancement calendar after the next school year. So for the 18-19 school year, they will be on a traditional calendar. Now, the additional resources that our board has been putting towards those 2 elementary schools, we will give the school and the community a year to plan to see what it is they think can help each student at those 2 schools grow and become more proficient in the future. So we applaud our board in the efforts. We know that overwhelmingly the adults did like the calendar, but sometimes we have to make hard decisions in trying to determine what we can do to have a positive impact on student achievement. Don't forget, there's a public hearing that will be on April the 6th at 6 o'clock here in the boardroom. Another thing that I've asked our board to consider is how we serve those students housed at our alternative school. So looking at the possibility of closing South Campus High School and Middle School, and having a better way, a restorative approach to dealing with the students that have been long-term suspended. But that's April 6th at 6 o'clock in the boardroom. Also, our board was presented information about the creation of a lab school here in the Johnston County Public Schools. The lab school concept is tied with JOCO 2020. Remember, we're in phase 1 of that initiative this year, and phase 2 next year will embrace our teachers at each of our Johnston County Public Schools. So with that being said, there needs to be a lab school where principals and teachers can go to here centrally, hopefully, and see what personalized learning looks like on a day-to-day basis. So this idea is JOCO 2020 multiplied by 100 times, so that whether it's elementary, middle, or high school educators, they can come to a site here in our school district and see what personalized learning looks like, which is the nexus of JOCO 2020. So very excited about this. Great things happening here in the school district. Also, our Board of Education officially recognized the opportunity to change our name from the Johnston County Schools to the Johnston County Public Schools. As more and more alternatives are out there for non-traditional public schools, private schools, and other types of schools, we felt it best that we go ahead and say we are the Johnston County Public Schools, 46 schools, and we serve 35,000 students. So you'll see a slight tweak in our nomenclature on our printed materials and on our website, JCPS, the Johnston County Public Schools. Please visit our website for updated videos, not just our blog, but things happening in construction. I applaud Ms. Peden Jones and her Public Information Office team for being so ahead of the game and sharing the good news about the Johnston County Public Schools. Lots of great things happening this spring, headed into the home stretch as we start talking about plans for graduation in June. But more importantly, we're just honored and humbled to serve as your public school superintendent. Thank you all for all you do. Have a great week, and we look forward to seeing you again next Monday. Thank you.